Dive into the exciting world of finding long-forgotten treasures. We're gonna grab our metal detector and set off to explore the countryside. One of the cool things about this game that I was reading about is we're gonna be able to go to long-forgotten battlefields, find maybe weapons, arrowheads, musket balls, tanks, dinosaurs, under the ground. It's gonna be pretty cool. I guess looking at these swords and these muskets, that might be what we find. There's bugle. We got some cool stuff. I have no idea what this is. Oh, that's a hat rack. I've been waiting for this game for a while because I remember playing with Dre and Blitz and IGP when we were treasure hunting way back when and had an absolute blast. So here we go. We're gonna enter story mode and look at this. Zekai's helmet is right there on my desk. All right, guys. So I've done some basics here, and the cool thing was I've actually found a 45 caliber casing for a pistol or submachine gun round that is likely from World War II. So like the Thompson submachine gun, the M1911, they both used the 45 caliber pistol round, right? So we're at this park and it looks like it's a Civil War battle site. We've got all these like ancient cannons and like a bunch of cannon rounds, but obviously like this is kind of like, you know, a museum or whatever. But when I pull up my map, this shows the dig site where I found the 45 caliber, and this shows you kind of like where I've been walking, right? So this is kind of like my little iPad, you could say. Now, there's this right here. I'm supposed to find a legendary item, right? So, but the only way to find legendary items, because every map you go to in Treasure Hunter Simulator, there's allegedly a legendary item. But in order to find that, you have to get clues and hints. This music is pretty peaceful too. All right, so let's see. Am I close to? All right, on the other side of this is. Oh my gosh, this music is like really getting me excited. What was that? Was that a badger? It's really getting me excited because like, oh, there's a hint. Okay, so we're gonna pull out our metal detector. Alright, it's telling us to go over here. Now we wait till that little magnifying glass bar is full. Ooh, and then once we get closer, okay, we're a little off. Our metal detector should, it's gonna take a little bit of mastery. Oh! We found something, guys. Okay. Now we gotta dig it up. What is it? What is it? Dig it up, man! Dude, I've always been curious about, like, metal detecting and stuff. I just figured, like, I'd have no idea where to look. Okay, look, it's another... This looks like a rifle round to me. No, it's another 45. And, oh, a 9mm. Okay, so we'll identify this. So here we go. We gotta clean it up and kind of, like, carbon date it, figure out if this is actually an old filling for a dinosaur. This is without a doubt a casing for the 9x19mm pistol cartridge, also known as the 9mm Parabellum or 9mm Luger. Developed in 1902 in Germany for the Luger pistol, it gained massive popularity after World War I. Today, it is the world's most popular cartridge for pistols and SMGs. Okay. So we found that. Now we check our inventory. So we found 2 World War II pistol casings. One from the Allies, or the Americans, with their, this was a M1911. And then we've got the Walther Luger 9mm. Now, interestingly enough, that wasn't our hint. Look at this, man. Are we in Europe or something? Because to find... Oh. We found something. There we go. Okay, we found it. Now we're gonna dig. Alright, so... What do you think, guys? Do you think it's gonna be another pistol round casing? Ooh, we have to dig deeper. Oh, whoa, this looks like a freaking cannonball! Okay, so a small round, lead round. Okay, so I don't think... Yeah, it's not a cannon round, it's a musket ball. So we found something from an even older era. It's a normal rarity, though. And the condition, maybe it's because of the condition. The ball is a projectile used in muskets. Given the size of the ball, it could be either from the early muskets or even an arquebus. A gunpowder weapon preceding muskets. Okay. 15th century to 17th century. Huh. So behind the cannons, there's this little bit of a dirt path. And I actually think I see a cemetery as well. Hold on, could this... 14 con. What does that mean? What does 14 con mean? Con! Wrong con. Oh, look, look, look. 1863 is written. That is the only distinguishable hint, is the year 1863. So that's, I'm fairly certain the 1860s were the American Civil War. Now we're not getting any prompts, so 14th, that could be what, the 14th Connecticut maybe? What's this over here? Oh, we found something. Are there any distinguishable? No. Oh, we found it. Okay, so we found something behind this, like, what would you call it? Monument. Like, right behind it. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. That looks like... Oh my god, I think we found a freaking musket. Or we found a piece of one. Woo! We found a 19th century musket. 19th century muzzle loading musket. The muzzle indicates it's rifled, and given the age and place, it is safe to conclude it was made to use the mini ball that we found earlier. Maybe, actually no, if this is rifled, it wouldn't have used the musket ball. It would have used a mini ball, right? So maybe a Springfield 18 series? Let's see. Do you think this is... I would assume if we found a freaking exceptional... Yes! We found a legendary 1855 Springfield musket. The value is priceless? I mean, how do we sell something that's priceless? Maybe we sell it for one... What? That's always been a question of mine when people are like, oh, it is priceless. But everything has a price, right? The era, 1856 to 1862. The Springfield model, 1855 rifled musket made between those days from the American Civil War. Back then, it was a revolutionary weapon that changed the battlefield. Its rifled barrel and the use of the mini ball not only increased the musket's effective range, but also accuracy. Man, I tell you what, the American Civil War was it's the war that the most Americans lost their lives. I guess that does make sense because it was Americans fighting Americans. But still, pretty interesting when you consider like World War II and World War I. Though, you know, the Americans showed up late to World War I and midway through World War II. So the use of the new Maynard tape primer meant that the precision cap did not have to be manually placed and also prevented many misfires. Ooh, significant reload times. This is awesome. Okay, so I wanted to check this out. So what have we found today? We found the 45 caliber casing, the 9mm casing, a ruined lead musket ball. That's probably why. I bet if we found a better quality, that it would probably be worth more. But we found something that's priceless. I'm wondering if we can't find something that's worth like $100 or more. Because if we were to go out and find something like that, I'd be like, we're making some good coin today. And I'm curious because eventually I want to go search that graveyard because I think it'd be kind of creepy. So right now I'm going to be taking this path. We're going to check around the monuments. Oh, see? All right, we're getting closer. We're passing these really awesome looking cannons that they probably used to look, what, copper maybe? Weren't some cannons actually made out of like copper? Okay, so... Oh my god, we got lucky. That was the fastest one I found today. Now, the cool thing about this game is we're going to be able to upgrade our metal detecting equipment, right? What is that? Oh, wait. I kind of saw it for a little moment. Oh, it's another bullet casing. This one could be another 9mm or maybe... Yeah, this looks like what? Is it 5.56 or 7.62? This is a 30-06 Springfield rifle round. Okay. So, difficult to determine if it's from World War II or World War I or a later period because of the commonality of this cartridge. I mean, the first time I ever went deer hunting, actually I actually fired a 7mm round. But at one point I had a deer rifle that was a 30-06. And 30-06 is a very popular deer hunting round because it's able to take out most sized deer with a good one shot. So, let's see. It was wide use from World War II to the Korean War before being replaced by the 7.62 by 5.51, or by 5.1, and then the 5.56 by 45. Sweet. So it's a relatively normal round. It's nothing super special. But I'm curious if we're gonna find anything in the freaking cemetery, man. That would be creepy. I hope this is multiplayer. It's right now Steam is saying that it's single player, which would be fun. but I would love to be able to play this like with some of my friends, because like I remember playing it. Oh, we found something else. I remember playing a game similar to this. I love these treasure hunting games because it's just like a sense of exploration, especially when it has to do with a little bit of history. All right, oh, found it. Okay, yeah, but every time, like, especially right now, I'm not just like looking for like gold or precious metals or like people who drop diamond rings. Ooh, that looks like another rifle round. That looks like, yeah, a casing. Okay, I wonder if it's a 7.62. I'm gonna, oh, 50 caliber? Looks kind of small. Treasure, normal. No doubt this is casing from the masses. See, I thought it would be wider. I don't know if this is necessarily to scale, because if it was 50, it looks similar, like, we're more zoomed out from it. It would actually be, like, much bigger than the other ones we saw. And it'd be cool to, like, compare them in size, right? So, it is likely to date back to World War II, where it has seen its first use on a massive scale. Oh, man, so this is the Barrett 50 caliber? Every major conflict since World War II. Yeah. Okay, but it's only a $26 value, and we are getting closer to the cemetery, where I feel like something has to happen. So, wait a minute. The hints that we were finding was pointing... We saw a date that said 1863, right? And this was a 1855, but the American Civil War obviously like went into the 1860s, the early 1860s. So I'm thinking... And then we saw... When I look at my map, the data pad, it says this monument is kind of a hint of sorts. And on it, it had muskets on the side, right? So that didn't necessarily help me figure out where it was, but what it was. Like, looking back in hindsight being 2020 after all. Alright, should we be on the main path? Oh god, this is kinda eerie. Like, going into here and seeing if we can't find anything. What if a body were to pop out, man? I mean, we don't want to be grave robbers. Alright, so nothing was triggered. What's this stick just chilling on the cannon for? These cannons are awesome. I want one. So here's 14 con again. There's that 1863 again. Pustana. Is that in... Oh, that would be in Russian, right? But it's kind of like blended out right now. Alright. Well, I want to see if there's anything else here. And then we gotta go back to my office. And we gotta get to analyze and maybe sell the stuff and see how we can upgrade our equipment. Once again, this is a demo. I remember this thing was supposed to come out originally in the month of November, which I was very, very excited for. And obviously it didn't. But then they started giving out early demos. But yeah, I've been very excited for this game. And I love that literally the first map I get to do is go through, like, I've been reading a lot for fun about the American Civil War recently. Oh, heck yeah. Let's find this treasure, boys. Come on now, where them golds at? I want to find a gold scimitar. The gold scimitar was definitely not used in, oh, World War I, World War II, or the American Civil War, like all the other items you found. It was actually made up. I don't think anyone probably used a gold scimitar. All right. What is it? I don't even see what it is. Oh, it's like a little... What is this? An old needle. I mean, I guess this could have, like, value because it was probably used, like, what? To sew uniforms. Wait. 18th or 17th century. It's only got an $11 value. Like, it could be used for, like, a sewing kit either... Whoa. This is the first time we've seen two treasures in the same area. Okay, getting closer. But yeah, like, it could have been used for medicine, or maybe, like, you know, if your uniform gets torn. There we go. What is it? What is it? I hope it's not another needle. Or, like, I'm hoping it's something different than what we've seen. I want to see, like, a little more variety. And it's a bullet casing. But let's see, is it like, the same type? Is it another, like, 50 cal? This one? Because we've seen different ones each time. Alright, another 30-06 round. Versus $31, though. I mean, that's pretty good. Gosh, you hear that? There's frickin' flying badgers, man. I'm scared, man. I have no means to defend myself. That is literally the weirdest bird badger call I've heard in my life. I understand they're not really badgers, but like, it sounds weird. Alright? That's all I'm saying. It sounds weird. Alright guys, so we're back at the cannons. We searched. I'd say we probably gave this like an 80% quality search. We didn't do anything like specific with regards to like, you know, search patterns or anything like that. It was just kind of like willy-nilly, as it were. But having found the legendary musket, as well as like a number of really cool pistol rounds and casings, as well as the musket ball and even the freaking needle. Like, look at this, right? So we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different things. And the only overlap was the 30-06 casings that this one's actually, what is it? The destruction's good and this one's tolerable, so that's why it's worth more. I'm thinking now what we do is let's go ahead and close the inventory. We can actually see, oh, look at, you can tell where I've walked, right? So this is actually really good. I'm thinking maybe search in this area and see if we missed anything, because we've covered, I'd say, a decent percentage. Pulling up this data pad is really, really good. And now I'm not sure if you may unlock other areas in the future or how that works. So let's see. I need to go to the other side of this in the middle area and get a few dots. Alright, so we're in the area I didn't search. I'm not expecting anything, but it's worth covering our bases, as it were. And running from flying badgers. So I really like that feature of the game because it really helps me get a feel for the area I've covered. Now I guess there are these cannons over here. So there's this like middle patch between that set of cannons and that set of cannons we haven't searched either. Looking at our data pad. I'm gonna call it data pad, which is funny because it reminds me of like, that's what they called it in like the Star Wars books I used to read. You know, I mean, it's not a Pip-Boy, it's like an iPad, right? But I feel like Datapad works. Yeah, so we didn't trigger anything, and I'm not sure. I think you can run, right? Alright, so we've done our due diligence, I think. And there's definitely areas to search. We could keep going, and this shows like our dig sites, right? So a couple were over here, a couple were over here. It's surprising that none were over here or in like this middle area. I wonder, where was that legendary rifle? Legendary musket? I forgot which one it was. It would be nice to be able to click on these and let you know which one they were. So here we go. There's jobs. You've got your camera. Oh my god, this is cool. Let's take a picture. I love these cannons, especially the beginning. So let's run over here, pull out the camera, and take this as kind of like a memento of our first and, you know, one of our best, because we found the legendary item. Now, I'm obviously not a photographer, but we're gonna do it anyway. Now we're gonna exit that, and so now we're gonna return to the office. Ooh, I just noticed this, unstuck. That's awesome. So if you get stuck in the game, you can press that. That is a really, really nice, just kind of like peace of mind feature for a game. So return to the office, absolutely. Treasure Hunter Simulator, dude. I love this office. It looks so freaking cultured. Like, look at this. Oh man, before there was the Kaiser's helmet right there. Okay, so what do we got? Can I walk around the office? I've got a pipe and some matches, and then this really cool old book. And we've got, oh man, I'm cultured. Look at this. We've got some rare old books. I've got a fountain pen, and then a wireless mouse and keyboard. I have wired mouse and keyboards right now. So clearly, this is me in the future, and me in the future looks awesome. Alright, so here we go. The map is the main view when you enter the computer, and it's used to set destinations. Okay. So, oh. Is this, ooh. I can travel to the Bavarian lake, and here is Gettysburg. Oh, no way. So we searched Gettysburg in Pennsylvania, United States of America, to find the legendary items. So let's see. Shallow, middle, deep. Oh, shoot. You know what this makes me think? Is we probably only got... There's more items there, and we would be able to get them if we had some of the more advanced metal detectors. So this is, oh my gosh. Some of these are incredibly expensive. I've only got $20 in cash. My prestige is relatively low. I'm sure this isn't even total. Maybe that's like, once I get 3,000, I might level up, and then we gotta keep going. Like, But these are the metal detectors. Look at this one. So the one that covers everything, the K22 here, can detect small items at shallow, middle, and deep. I almost said elevations, but the opposite of that, depths. And medium and large. So this is the one we would want to be able to... Oh, and look at this. I can only find small items. So the fact that I found that musket was very lucky and fortuitous, right? That happened at all, maybe, because I would not say that's a small item. But so it'll come back to... We'll want to go back to a lot of these sites, right? So I needed prestige 8. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I need to get 3,000 prestige to get to level 1. This is gonna take a little bit of time. And you can see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is weird. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, these are analogs and these are digitals. Okay, that makes sense. So let's look at my collection. This is the cool part. I love collecting stuff, especially of like historical value. And this is pretty cool. So we only found 8 items. I'd say that's pretty decent. How is this? There's no way this is a small item. There's no way a musket's small, but I think, like, since it's the tutorial, maybe it's like, yo, this is what you get to look forward to. An 1855 priceless Springfield musket. So let's see, what would I want to sell out of this stuff, right, to get more money? Let's see, can I even buy a new detector? I don't even have the ability to unlock it because of my prestige rating, nor do I have the cash. So I'm not really going to worry about that. Email. Alright, so what do we got? Sender. Johann Schmidt. This is the inheritance case of 65202. Alright, Johann, what do we got here? My name is Johann Schmidt, and I'm writing to you as a representative of the Will Power Inheritance Company. We regret to inform you that your uncle, Sir Richard Clapperton, has deceased. I'm sending this message to inform you that we are starting the inheritance case. Following Sir Richard's wishes, I am also providing your email address from the interwebs, it's so wunderbar right now, to a selected number of contacts that will follow a different set of rules provided in the last will. Okay, so 1 year from now, these contacts will be asked to provide a full review of your actions, and based on them we will be able to wire the part of the inheritance that Sir Richard wishes to give you. Oh my gosh! My dead uncle! Is he my uncle? Yeah! He's even in death, he's like, yo, you better work hard if you want to get any of this inheritance. He was always such a jerk, man. He never got me any Christmas presents, but whenever I didn't give him one, he'd be like, little Baron, why are you such a jerk? Where's my present? Anyway, so, you know. So we've got jobs and side jobs. Let's see this. My name is Robin Hewitt. I represent the Institute of Archaeology. I'm writing to you thanks to your mutual friend, Johann Schmidt. He's not my friend. Well, maybe he is. Yo, Johann, give me that money, bruh. Currently we do not have any major job offers, but if you wish to start a closer working relationship with our organization, I would like to offer you a job in the Bavarian Lake area. Okay, which we do have that. Clean up the Alta Sea area of trash. I do not want to clean up your trash, Bavarian. Oh, this is cool. So some botanists want me to take pictures of 3 different plants. The Veronica spicata, of the Vascaria vulgaris, and the Trifolium protens. I don't think I pronounced any of those right. And they give me prestige. Okay, this is cool. Find the fastest route from the river to the upper village at the Bavarian Lake. And then we've got one. Take a photo of the canyon monument near the entrance to the right. Didn't I do that? And take a photo of the main monument. Okay. So we could go back to that. And I can accept all of these. Did I accepted the Gettysburg one. But I do want to check out the Bavarian Lake real quick. There's a lot of small items at shallow levels. Oh my god, this looks beautiful. Let's check it out, right? And if you guys want to see more, like, we can go ham on the Bavarian Lake. I like that this game already seems to have a little bit of depth. Alright, so first thing we want to do, obviously, is it looks like we're in a natural park. There is a little bit of a main path, and there are 2... Those must be monuments. Now, we gotta look for hints, right? Because there's a legendary item in every map. Now, here are the jobs. I've got the side job. See, I should have accepted the ones from the Bavarian. Actually, let's go do this real quick. It cost me no money to travel back and forth, right? So we're gonna return to the office. We're gonna accept the 2 side jobs at the Bavarian Lake so that we can do them to both boost our income. Did I say boost? I meant to both boost our income as well as boost our prestige. So let's go to the emails. We'll go to these side jobs. Whoa. Find a lead musket bullet. Good condition in the Gettysburg area. Are these new emails already? No. Okay. Wow. So there's all these side jobs that keep coming up to encourage you to go back and do new things at places you've already been. And as we get more metal detectors, that's kind of fun. So not only will we like, we'll have some side jobs. All right, so I'm gonna accept this. I don't know what these plants look like, but you know what? Someone wise once told me, and I think I just read it on the internet, is that, you know, if you really want a job, accept it and learn on the job. Like, if it's just like you cannot pass it up, just accept it. And that's kind of what we're doing here. I have no idea about plants, but I'm assuming we'll be able to figure it out. All right, so here we go. I can't read any of that. It's so bright. We might not... a lot of times, I don't think we're intended to read it because the clue system... Bitte nicht verunken, which I believe says the Jägerschnitzel is 4 marks. And I love me some schnitzel. Alright, so there's a trash can. Hello, what do we got in the trash can? So we're gonna make it across this beautiful bridge in the Bavarian Lake. This is dope. I wonder what we're gonna find. We need to find something here to get a feel for, like, what kind of treasure and loot we're gonna get. Oh! What is this? What is this? Excuse me. Alright, so... oh, I need to find the fastest route from here. Time trial. You've entered the time trial. If you'd like to start the time trial now, press yes. Otherwise, sure. I went this way. We're supposed to... those trees have paintings on them. Oh man, I'm finding treasure too. Oh man, I'm finding a lot of treasure. I don't want it... that's the lake though. See that flag over there? I'm wondering though if there's not a shortcut down on that low path. Oh, it tells me what to photograph. Guys, we've already, like, encountered multiple treasures. I thought we have to go to this dock. Literally, we've hit 5 or 6 blips. These crazy old houses are here. Alright. I messed up. Alright, we found something. What is it? Our first treasure in the Bavarian Hills. Here it is. I found it. Okay. The Bavarian Hills treasure. What is it? Did we strike gold on our first one? Or is it just some rubbish? See, because this seems like a park. Oh my god, that looks... what is that? Like some kind of weird nail with a round end? It's a bent nail. I found a bent nail, but... I also found something else. Alright, what is this? So this was near the bent nail. Hopefully it's worth more. Because if not, I'm gonna be a little salty about it. Oh, that looks like a bullet casing. Another bullet casing. Maybe. Am I jumping the gun? No, it's a bullet casing. Alright, so it's identified, it's a 50 caliber round. Now, this is Germany, right? So, since we're in Germany and in the Bavarian region, it is not outside the realm of possibility that we're gonna find a lot of bullet casings. If we check where, like, wherever the Eastern Front was, which is what? Germany, Poland, Russia, identified. And this is still on just like the basic metal detector. We've already found 3 things in a finite... what is that? Some kind of a... like, it looks like one of those rappel locks. It's a... yeah, a carabiner. Okay, so it's worth $1. And... like, we're finding a lot of rubbish because this is like a popular area maybe to like... you know, since it seems like it's like a park, right? A natural... oh, what is that? That just looks like a... what are these things called? Metal fastener. Alright, we found another thing. This is the 4th bit. I'm hoping it's something of value before we head back to the office. Looks like that could be a nail or maybe another needle. It's another needle. Ah. I tell you what, it's gonna take some time to find out all of the treasures at the Bavarian Lake. But anyway, guys, this is Treasure Hunter Simulator. I'm having a lot of fun in this game, so if you want to see more, you know what to do, Baron's Brigade. Let me know. Pull the trigger on the like button. Say in the comments like, yo, Baron, we want more. Find those legendary loots. Because I've got this very fancy office that smells of rich mahogany and leather-bound books. I also spilled some SpaghettiOs on the carpet earlier, but don't tell anybody. I'm a refined and cultured man. What is that? A mace? That is some weird stuff up there. I've got a cool house. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching our first, and hopefully not our last, episode of Treasure Hunter Simulator. Happy Saturday, and I'll see you guys in the next video.